We are not customers. We are not the product. We are the raw material. That sentence stings. Good. It's supposed to. Every day you log in, you scroll, you watch, you like, you comment, you upload, you share opinions, you create memes, you record podcasts, you edit short-form videos at midnight after a 9-5 job, you build threads, you build audiences, you build culture, you give time, you give attention, you give data, you give creativity, and then you log out thinking you used the platform. But step back. Who owns the shares? Who owns the infrastructure? Who owns the data warehouses, the ad exchanges? Who owns the algorithmic control layer? Not you. The 21st century didn't eliminate the working class. It redesigned it. It digitized it. It made it voluntary. It made it addictive. It made it look like freedom. Welcome to the rise of the digital labor class. Chapter 1, The Illusion of Being a User. We love the word user. It sounds neutral, harmless, empowered. But economically, user is a soft word for unpaid contributor. Every post on TikTok, every reel on Instagram, every short or long-form video on YouTube. That is not just content, that is fuel. Without content, no engagement. Without engagement, no ads. Without ads, no revenue. You create the content. The platform sells the attention. Shareholders collect the upside. This isn't conspiracy, it's business architecture. Platforms don't primarily sell apps. They sell access to human attention at scale. And what is attention built from? Your behavior, your reactions, your creativity, your emotional triggers, your social graphs. You thought you were just posting. You were building enterprise value. Chapter 2, Digital Empires and Who Owns Them. Let's name reality clearly. Instagram and Facebook are owned by Meta. YouTube is owned by Alphabet Inc. TikTok is owned by ByteDance. These companies are valued in the hundreds of billions of dollars, sometimes trillions. That valuation is not built from thin air. It's built from active users, engagement minutes, behavioral data, ad conversion performance, cultural dominance. And who generates that? Middle-class workers, students, creators, side hustlers, professionals, parents, teenagers. The same middle class that works 40-60 hours a week, then comes home and creates more value online. They build personal brands. They chase monetization thresholds. They study the algorithm. They optimize thumbnails. They track retention curves. They are working twice, once for salary, once for visibility, but ownership still close to zero. Chapter 3, The Double Shift of the Middle Class. In the industrial era, labor was physical. In the corporate era, labor was intellectual. In the digital era, labor is behavioral. You are constantly generating economic signals. What you click, what you pause on, what you argue about, what you share privately, what you search, what you binge. You are not just consuming content, you are training algorithms. That training increases ad precision. Precision increases conversion. Conversion increases revenue. Revenue increases valuation. And valuation increases shareholder wealth. You may earn creator payouts, yes, but compare scale. Your payout is operational expense. Their equity is exponential upside. That's the structural asymmetry. Chapter 4, Rich in Metrics, Poor in Ownership. You can have 500,000 followers, 2 million subscribers, 50 million views, viral status, and still have fragile wealth. Because if your account disappears tomorrow, what remains? No direct access to your audience, no equity in the platform, no control over distribution, no voting power over policies. You built a skyscraper on rented land. Metrics feel like assets, but most of them are leased visibility. Visibility is not ownership. Influence is not equity. Reach is not control. The 21st century middle class has become incredibly efficient at building value for systems they do not own. Chapter 5, The Casino Model of Creator Monetization. Platforms are smart. They know pure extraction would trigger revolt, so they share a fraction. Ad revenue share, creator funds, bonuses, affiliate tools. Enough to keep creators motivated, not enough to shift ownership structure. It's similar to a casino offering complimentary drinks. You feel rewarded. You stay longer. Occasionally someone wins big. That story spreads. It fuels hope, but the house still owns the building. Most creators earn inconsistent income. Algorithm updates shift exposure overnight. Policies change. CPM fluctuates with macroeconomics. You don't control pricing power. You don't control distribution. You don't control infrastructure. You operate within terms that can be modified unilaterally. That's not partnership, that's dependency. Chapter 6. The digital labor class. The industrial age had factory workers. The information age had corporate employees. The digital age has content producers, streamers, commenters, moderators, micro-influencers. Many of them unpaid, most of them undercapitalized, all of them data generating. The digital labor class produces culture, trains our systems, generates engagement, provides unpaid moderation, supplies trend cycles, and yet, structurally, they rarely hold meaningful ownership in the platforms they power. This is not a moral argument, it's an economic one. When labor generates value without equity participation, wealth concentrates at the ownership layer. And ownership in the digital era is platform level. Chapter 7. Salary Mindset vs. Equity Mindset. The deeper issue isn't the platforms, it's mindset. Most people are trained for salary logic. Work, get paid, spend, repeat. Digital creators often replicate the same pattern. Post, monetize, withdraw, repeat. That's still salary logic. Equity logic is different. Build, own, accumulate, scale. Salary mindset asks, how much did I earn this month? Equity mindset asks, what do I own that compounds? Salary mindset focuses on cash flow. Equity mindset focuses on assets. Cash flow feeds today. Assets build tomorrow. Without equity, you are always renting your position. Chapter 8. Virality is temporary. Ownership is compounding. Virality is dopamine. Equity is leverage. A viral post can spike your income. It can spike your ego too, but spikes fade. Equity compounds quietly. A product that sells consistently for years. A brand that builds pricing power. A community that trusts you directly. A company where you hold shares. These do not rely entirely on algorithmic mood swings. Most creators are optimizing for attention volatility. Few are optimizing for asset durability. That difference defines long-term wealth. Chapter 9. Building real digital assets. So what does ownership look like in practice? Not abandoning platforms, but repositioning them. Platforms are distribution engines. They are not your foundation. 1. Own your audience access. Email lists remain powerful for a reason. When someone gives you their email voluntarily, you have direct communication without algorithmic throttling. You control the channel. That's asset logic. 2. Build community, not just followers. Followers are numbers. Communities are relationships, private groups, paid memberships, direct interaction environments. In a community, you are not just performing, you are leading. Trust is monetizable. Trust is defensible. Algorithms can copy content. They cannot easily replicate deep community bonds. 3. Create digital products, courses, templates, software tools, premium content, licensing, intellectual property. Ad revenue is revenue sharing. Product revenue is margin control. When you sell your own product, you set the pricing, you shape the offer, you capture most of the value. That is structural shift from labor to ownership. 4. Think beyond content. Content is marketing. Assets are businesses. If all you build is content, you are dependent on distribution. If you build a brand, a company, intellectual property, or equity in ventures, you are stacking ownership layers. Chapter 10. The acceleration effect. Artificial intelligence will amplify this divide. Content production cost is collapsing. I can write, edit, design, script, translate, repurpose. Content volume will explode. Attention will become even scarcer. If your only strategy is produce more content, you will face intense competition. If your strategy is convert attention into owned assets, you build insulation. The digital labor class will produce more than ever. The digital owner class will capture more than ever. The gap will widen unless individuals shift positioning. Chapter 11. Why this matters for the global middle class. In the United States and across Europe, middle class frustration is rising. Cost of living increases. Housing afford declines. Healthcare and education burdens expand. Job stability feels fragile. Many turn to content creation as an escape hatch. Side hustles, personal brands, monetized hobbies. But if those efforts only replicate salary logic on new platforms, structural vulnerability remains. The middle class doesn't just need more income streams, it needs asset accumulation strategies. Without ownership, productivity alone won't secure long-term stability. Working harder inside systems you don't own rarely changes your structural position. Chapter 12, From Participant to Owner. So what changes? You stop asking only, how do I grow my followers? You start asking, how do I turn visibility into assets? You treat platforms as top-of-funnel engines. You capture leads. You build own databases. You develop intellectual property. You reinvest profits into equity vehicles, stocks, businesses, partnerships. You diversify beyond one platform. You build redundancies. You reduce single-point dependency. You think like an owner, not just a performer. The hard truth: platforms are not villains. They are efficient capital structures. They did what capital always does: build infrastructure, capture scale, monetize participation, reward ownership. The uncomfortable question is not whether platforms exploit. The real question is, why are so many productive, creative, intelligent people satisfied with participation instead of ownership? The answer is comfort. Ownership is slower, harder, riskier, less glamorous. Participation is immediate, addictive, validated, but comfort rarely compounds into wealth. Ownership does. Conclusion: the real measure of digital success. The digital age offers unprecedented opportunity. You can reach millions from a bedroom. You can build global audiences without permission. You can launch products without gatekeepers. But if you confuse visibility with ownership, you stay fragile. You can be rich in data, rich in engagement, rich in followers, and still be poor in assets. The future belongs to those who understand leverage. Leverage is not views. Leverage is ownership. So the next time you celebrate a viral post, ask a deeper question: did this build something I own? Because at the end of the day, the scoreboard isn't how many people watched, it's what do I control? We are not customers. We are not the product. We are the raw material. Unless we decide to become owners. And ownership, not popularity, is what creates durable wealth in the digital century.